What's up, guys? It's Chef Vapor. A lot of you guys know me as Chef Boyar Steve. That is my main YouTube channel. I do a lot of, well, mostly my videos are COD videos, Call of Duty. I also do a few Pokemon Go videos. We try and do a Pokemon Go video at least once a week. But that channel is dedicated to gaming and a little bit of vlogging. This video, or this channel, is going to consist of vaping videos. So, hopefully you guys enjoy that. It is something that is a big part of my life. I quit smoking in February, and it's now, obviously, it's July. So what is that? 5.5, almost 6 months now that I have been smoke-free. Now, occasionally, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I do pick up a cigarette like when I drink and stuff like that. But very rarely do I drink, so very rarely do I smoke. I would say once every 3 months I'll have a couple of cigarettes when I drink, but not very often. Vaping, I vape every day. I'm an all-day vapor, and I love it. Essentially, it's probably saved my life just because I don't have to worry about cigarette cancer. My lungs feel so much better. Stuff like that. But you guys know the benefits of vaping if you're watching this, I would assume. If not, we'll talk about that in another video. Today's video, we are going to be reviewing a few things. Mostly, we're going to be reviewing a new juice. But we're also going to be reviewing a couple of different tanks while we are vaping on them. So you guys kind of get an idea of where to start if you're a very new vapor. And if you're not, but you don't have these tanks, it kind of gives you an idea of those as well. So we are going to be vaping off of the Weissmich Rouleau RX200, which is this bad boy right here. It's a fantastic box. I definitely recommend it. It's my favorite box I've held and used so far. I've used a lot of boxes. A lot of my friends vape, and I've used a lot of their boxes. I have three personally. This one is by far my favorite. It takes three 18650s in the back with a magnetic back. Just snaps right in. The screen, very nice, very easy to use. But we're not going to talk about this. We're going to be talking about this juice. So we are going to review off of the Cledo tank by Aspire. We are also going to review off of the Smokes TFV4 tank. Both of these tanks I like a lot. The TFV4, we're going to talk about some pros and cons. This is what it looks like. It's very, very big. They just came out with a TFV8, which I'm extremely interested in. I've been eyeballing for a while, and I'll probably pick it up here in the near future. I would say within the next 3 or so weeks, if everything works out well. But regardless of that, the TFV4 is a very nice tank. It's something that I enjoy. I also have a Hercules Plus. I have another little Aspire, like Triton Mini, I think. And then I also have a Twisted Messes. They're all very nice tanks, and they all have their pros and cons. This one, the TFV4, a pro about it is it's a top fill, and the top just swings open like that. And then I just put this little thick band on it that comes with the tank, so you don't have to worry about it sliding accidentally if it's in your pocket or if you bump it or anything like that. I have never had it slide on me, but, you know, precautions are always nice. That's why I also keep these bands on it, so if you drop it, it's a shock absorber and it doesn't shatter your glass. The good thing about it is it has a lot of airflow all the way around. Those are all airflows wide open. It also has airflow on the tip. Again, those are all wide open. So it is extremely adjustable as far as airflow goes. The coil that I'm running in it right now is an octuple coil, so it literally has 8 coils inside of it. It is rated for, I believe, between 65 watts and 160 watts or 180 watts, something like that. I'm not a huge fan of hot vape. I like warm vape and cool vape, so anywhere in that range is good for me. I am not a huge hot vape fan. I know a lot of you guys are, and that's perfectly fine. It's just not my preference. So I run this bad boy at 102 watts, and I'm going to hit off of this and let you guys see the cloud and compare it to my Cledo tank, and we're going to review the juice as we do that. So the juice that we got, I picked it up yesterday. It is called Sour Dream. It's a premix premium, so it comes, I bought a 3 milligram nicotine because that's what I prefer. It is TFN, so that's really good. If you guys don't know, it's tobacco-free nicotine. It's a 30 milliliter bottle as well. The company is called IRONCLAD. I do believe they are out of California. The ingredients, they use VG, PG at a 70-30 mix, and then natural and artificial flavors and nicotine. That's the only 4 ingredients in this juice. So it's a very, very nice premium. It comes in a nice glass bottle with a nice drip tip. A lot of drip tip bottles that I bought, they're very cheap and they will break before the bottle of juice is even gone. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, I don't see anywhere on the bottle or the box about a website, so I don't know if they have a website or not. I'm sure you can find lots of websites if you Google it and find somewhere that supplies it that you can order it from if there's not a supplier near you. But they do have an Instagram at the very least on their bottle, and that is at holdfastvapors. You can check that out. I do apologize that the camera won't focus on it, but it should focus enough for you guys to be able to read it at the very least. So this is, if you can't tell by the outside or the design, it is a take on Sour Patch Kids. And it is dead on. Like, if you can imagine taking a whole handful of Sour Patch Kids and eating them all at once, that's exactly what this flavor tastes like. It's very good, and it's a little bit mind-boggling how accurate that it is. So I will say that I was hesitant on buying this at first because I've tried a lot of sour flavors in my day, and they're all very, very, very throaty. Especially, not so much premiums, but anything with any nicotine in it. You know, obviously you're going to get more throat hit with more nicotine. So I always run at a 3. But the sour, it was just scaring me. But I tried it, and it's so smooth. There's no throat hit. Like, on a scale from 1 to 10, it's probably 0.5. Like, there's literally no throat hit at all. It is so good. So we're going to get into this. Fantastic, guys. So good. So I will say another few things while we're talking about this tank. As you can see, it is a cloud monster. If you're not into building your coils, you don't want to build coils, you don't want to drip, you don't, whatever. I totally get it. I understand it. I'm on both aspects of it. I prefer a tank over a dripper other than the flavor reason. That's the only reason I will run a dripper, is it has better flavor. And essentially it has better gas mileage, or whatever you want to say. Your coils will last a little bit longer. You can perfect them and make them the way you want them, and it won't use as much juice, if that makes sense. So the bad thing about this is you will go through juice very fast. You will also go through battery power very fast because you run at a higher wattage, and you will also go through coils very fast. Now, this particular tank, the TFE4, their coils cost about $8 for pretty much any coil that you get for them. And then on top of that, like I said, you burn through juice very, very fast, and you sacrifice a little bit of flavor for the bigger cloud. So we're going to one more cloud it up and then change to our Cleto. So what was that, like a second and a half? Very, very big cloud. Again, very good flavor. The profile is amazing. Like, you get the little bit of tart amazingness that we love about Sour Patch Kids. And as soon as you inhale it and then you hold it, exhale, you get a beautiful melody of all of the flavors, red, green, yellow, orange, all at once as you exhale. They play with each other very, very well. And then you get that little bit of sugariness that we love about them as well. So now we're going to go over to the Aspire Cleto. This is personally one of my favorite tanks. It's very, very good on juice as far as gas mileage goes, and the coils last me about, I would say, about a month, 3 weeks to a month. They're very, very good on that as well. The coil that I normally run and that I'm running right now is a temperature control coil. It is rated for 55 to 65 watts or 450 to 530 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're going to be running it at 60.7 watts, so we compare wattage to wattage. That was at 102 watts, if you guys don't remember. So we're going to hit off this bad boy and then talk about it. So good. So as you can see, the cloud is quite a bit smaller, but you get a lot higher flavor profile out of the Cleto. It's really good. It's better on juice. It's better on coils. It has that whole thing right there. This just pops off. That whole thing is the chimney, which you can straight down to the coil itself. This is the only airflow adjustment, but it does have a lot of airflow for the size of the tank and the size of the airflow holes, because of the size of the chimney and the coil. So it is a very nice tank. It's about, depending on where you pick it up, you can pick it up for probably $28 to $35. The TFE4 tank is about $80 roughly. Again, depending on where you pick it up, you might be able to find it for like $65 or so, because it is a little bit older now. I would say $65 on the cheapest probably, and then $80 is expensive to average. So this tank cost almost double. The coils cost about double, and you're going to use about double at least juice, and you're going to use about 3 times the amount of coils. So it's definitely an all-around more expensive setup, but it is very good. As far as clouds go, like I said, if you were looking for a cloud producer that's a tank, that is probably one of the best on the market. I like this little guy. It's a little bit smaller. It fits easier in your pocket. Like I said, better flavor profile, and it's not a bad cloud. Not bad at all. So that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to talk about a few things. This is the very first vaping video that I've made for YouTube. I've made a few for Facebook. I started vaping in February. It's July now, so I quit smoking, like I said, and I started vaping, and I made a vaping like group on Facebook. So I make a lot of videos for that, and I thought it would be a good idea to, share them to YouTube and let other people, other than the people that are in my group, benefit from them. So hopefully I can help you guys out with this channel. If there's anything that you want me to review, I will definitely do my best to do that. Like I said, I have 3 box mods total, so I'll probably use those in future videos as well. I also have other tanks as well, and that tank selection is just going to grow in the future, so that's always good. You can definitely look forward to that. We try new juice almost every week. Like as soon as we run out of juice, I find something else and I try it, and I will review it when I try it. So definitely lots of new things to look forward to on this channel. Like I said, if you're into gaming at all, I play COD on my other channel. I also play Pokemon Go, so if you're interested in that at all, definitely go check out my main channel. That's where I'm going to be spending most of my time. I'll try and update on this channel at least once a week, hopefully, as long as everything goes well. Obviously, life happens, and then my other channel happens, and I'm a manager for another channel on top of that. And it's a lot of editing process, a lot of recording process, a lot of time, and on top of that, I also work. So I'm not a full-time YouTuber, and this does take a lot of time. So I do the best of my abilities. As you can probably tell, this video is recorded on my iPhone, so that's why it looks a little bit small. You'll have to hit, as long as you're on mobile, you can hit that little tiny box. It looks like a square, and it will make it at least full size on your phone. So it looks a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about the black screens. But anyway, regardless of that, check out my main channel if you're interested in gaming at all. Let me know in the comments if you like this channel, what you would like me to review next. I live off of critique. Like, if it's a good review, let me know. If it's a bad review, let me know as well. I definitely take them all into consideration, and that's how I personally grow and better myself and better my channels to better my content for you guys. So first video, let me know, guys, how it went. I'm sorry it's kind of long, but hopefully you benefited from it. I'm going to get off, guys. I will see you on the next video. Keep on vaping.